George. There's not a lot of material there. Put your hands together for Stephen Ballow, everybody. Stephen Ballow!
I brought my own mic on somebody's advice. Yeah. Let's hear it for George. When I didn't see him at the Zoom meeting, I figured that was it. No, I wasn't going to tell that joke, but then it took forever. So. It's so great. It feels like we were just here sharing that piece of cake, and then a year later, 400,000 people are dead. But I had a lot of dread coming back here because, I got used to the Zoom comedy. I got used to just, I had a shirt on, but, that's as far as I'll go. You sit there, and now I'm standing in front of y'all, and everyone can see the 50 pounds that I gained during this COVID. And it's like, that I'm here, it's a sign that we're getting back to normal, and I'm just really dreading it. I used to have to visit my customers and spend all day driving all over the city, going to bad neighborhoods. And with Zoom meetings, you just sit there and it's like, fine. But now I'm going to be stuck in the car all day. And the worst part is I'm going to have to be away from my wife all day. But the best part is I'm going to have to be away from my wife all day. But no, it's fine. It's okay. I can say it. But the worst part is, I'm still, we're still doing the Zoom meetings for work, and she's working too with her business there, and I had the other day, and I'm still encountering tech illiterate people 14 months into this, where they're like, okay, could you call me on the phone? And then put the phone up to your microphone on your computer, and then I can hear what the guy says through your speakers. And meanwhile, my wife has the fucking, what do you call that? When you got the mixer going, that thing's loud as shit, and she's got her fucking sitcoms on, and it's loud, and they're like, what's that noise in the background? It sounds like, some kind of Thai porn or something. That's it. But, the other day, so I said my wife has a cooking business. We've been delivering cookies. We've cornered the market on the Upper East Side. People pay way too much for cookies. So we offer them delivery. I got $45 from this woman for a delivery. So I realized, an hour into the journey that's not nearly enough to drive into the fucking city. So I'm weaving through traffic. We've been sitting all day. Every Jersey asshole's pulling in front of me. The George Washington Bridge should be $1,000 fucking dollars to keep these people over there. And she can't hold it. She doesn't have the talent of me. I can hold it 5, 6, 7 hours. I'm a salesman. I'm just gonna hold it. And apparently in Thailand, she's from Bangkok. They have these epic traffic jams where you're stuck 6, 7 hours, so everyone keeps a portable urinal in their fucking car. And she bought one for our car, and she was so happy that she finally got a chance to use it. So now she's using the portable fucking urinal. These Jersey assholes are pulling in front of me, and it's one of those times where I'm like, thank God I grew up Catholic, so I can just say the names of all these churches, Holy Child of the Immaculate Conception! Saint Sebastian by the Sea, Jesus Christ, the Annunciator, or whatever the fuck. You ever find yourself in need of new swears and things to say, the Lord's name in vain? Just check your fucking phone book for some Catholic churches in your area. I'm sure you'll get some good ones. But so who had the vaccine? Everybody. I got handled it. So, New York State probably spent $500 million on that website that doesn't fucking work. And it was harder to use, and it was harder to get an appointment for the vaccine than it was to get a fucking PS5. I know, because I tried to do both. But I went on, I was going on when they said the pressure from Cuomo's sex antics made them say, okay, everyone over 30 can get the vaccine now. So, okay, I'm going on, I'm refreshing the shit. It's April 1st. It's April 1st, 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm refreshing it. It's okay, you can come May 30th at 3 o'clock in the morning, or June 5th. And then all of a sudden, it's April 1st at 8:30. I'm like, are you serious? A half hour? I'm like, New York State's fucked up, but they wouldn't pull an April Fool's prank like this. So I drive my ass to the Westchester County Center, that 100-year-old building there, and I'm marveling at the brilliance of this. Like you do a pre-test so they don't have to ask you the same fucking questions that I lie about every time. Yeah, I haven't been hanging out with all my friends and doing cool stuff. I've been in the house. I didn't even get delivery or whatever the fuck. You just hand it in. You barely stopped walking, and then I just got the vaccine. I got the Pfizer, but it was Viagra because they mixed up the shipment, so they had to wait, calm me down. Okay, and then they gave me the right Pfizer, and then they make you stay there for 15 minutes to make sure you're not gonna just fucking pass out. And so I'm sitting there on my phone, and then the person comes over and they say, "Okay, you got the time on you. You can go." I probably dropped the card that they gave me and walked right out. And as I'm pulling out of the fucking parking lot, I'm like, "Oh, you fucking forgot the card, you dumb bastard." So all this effort they've made to minimize your contact, I now have to go up to every person and say, "Did you find the card? Fucking morons got their super important card that they need to do every fucking thing. And for your next fucking appointment, okay, let me talk to everyone, let's share a kiss, cough in my face, everything." I fucking got it. So, that's the story of my COVID vaccine. Everyone get it. It's free, too. I'm shocked. I was ready for someone to be like, "Here's the bill." But, with the end of COVID, there's some things, I'm really, upset. Like, my wife and I mean, we were really close before, but now we got more time for activities because we're not, compelled to go out and, experience life together outside the home. So we've been playing more video games. And it's kind of weird, though, because we have two totally different styles of video games. I like to play on the easiest mode and just casually enjoy the story, some good graphics. And she's like, "Nope, we're gonna grind this bastard into the dust until we get to 100% completion." And those two don't go together. So we got this one game. It's called Overcooked. It's just a casual, cute, cartoony, fun cooking game where you have to work together to complete the meals on time and get a high score. And it ended with her screaming, "You are not a god!" And we had to turn the machine off. And we actually had to sit in different rooms for about 2.5 hours. But, on a sad note, that DMX passed away the other day. I was so sad about that. I was 12 when his albums came out, and there'll never be another one like DMX. And I'm thankful for that because I'll never, when I have kids, I'll never be worried about the explicit content that they listen to in music because it'll never be worse than when I was a kid. Literally, this guy had a #1 Billboard album with lines like, "There's blood on my dick because I fucked the corpse." That's too much. That would get you canceled today. No #1. And on the same album, he's like, "I'm coming in your house, gunning for your spouse, trying to send that bitch back to her maker." Jesus Christ. And if he wasn't done with the violence, he's like, "If you got a daughter older than 15, I'm a rapist." And I'm like, if you came out that today, there's no chance of it going to #1. I mean, he didn't even mention one wet-ass pussy in that whole fucking bit. Okay, I know the light didn't come on, but that's all I care about. I'm Steve Ballow. Thanks, everybody.
Steve Ballow, everybody. All right. The IT people here. All right, keep it going, everybody, for the hostess of the mostest. Gladys Simon, everyone.